So we are talking about the retargeting today and retargeting in Unreal Engine. What is retargeting? It's when we have animation on one character and we want to retarget it on another character. And we can do it in Unreal, we can do it in Maya, we can do it in Motion Builder, in other 3D software. We are talking only about Unreal Engine today. And we will start not from the retargeting. We will start from when we don't need retargeting. And let me switch to Unreal. Yes, so there are situations when you can transfer animation in more simple and easy way without even retargeting. So for example, we have Xbot and Ybot. If you worked with Mixama, you are familiar with them. And I just imported here skeletal meshes and skeletons and some other files, but for this method, you will only need skeletal mesh and skeleton. So I will open skeleton of Xbot and of Ybot. Okay, Unreal is thinking. Okay. When you open the skeleton, you have asset browser, and here you have all the animations that are assigned to this skeleton. And let's just check that Ybot has 12 animations. Let's just open some of them. Yes, and just stop. And here we have only Ybot skeleton. Just close this. And Xbot has only 6 of these animations. Yeah, and she's standing here, and we only can choose the Xbot. If we go into, let me just check it. Yeah, so by default, you don't have this window asset details. It's like that. So we go into Windows, asset details, and here you have compatible skeletons. And if we add here, so we are in Ybot, so we should add Xbot, and then you need to just relaunch the skeleton. Without this, it just, for some reason, it just doesn't work. And now it has 18 items, so it has more animations. So by these compatible skeletons, and by the way, you only need to do this in one skeleton. I have not changed the other one, but if I reopen this the other skeleton, okay, maybe save. Sometimes it's just buggy, so just reopen this. Yeah, and this one also has 18 items right now. And let's just baseball idol. She's animating, and we can change the skeleton right here. Yeah, so that's the way you can assign animation onto another skeleton. But we can only do this if we have similar skeletons. It's perfect if you have the same skeletons, like the same hierarchy, just different instances, so just different files. So it's one file, and we have here another file. Yeah, this. You may have some small differences, like for example, if one of the skeleton will have a socket, it's okay. You can transfer animation this way. But otherwise, it's not recommended. Yeah, so if you have different proportions, different hierarchy, then please don't do this. Okay, let's just remove this, save, and reopen. Yeah, and it came back to the original settings. And yeah, and this one too. Yeah, so this was compatible skeletons. Uh, if we have different proportions, if we have different hierarchy, and we still want to transfer animation from one character to another, we should use retargeting. And starting from Unreal 5.4, Epic introduced a new way to retarget. It's improved, it's better, it's cool, and it's just the magic button. It's that button that all of us wanted, that does all the job for you, and it does it perfectly. It's just a great button, and I wish we had such buttons for all other our tasks, but we don't for now. So let me just show you how it works. Mm, yeah. Let's see. We have we have this uh, baseball idol. It's only on this pink character right now. Uh-huh. So for that, I need almost the same. So I need skeletal mesh. I need skeleton for both my characters, and I need some animation I want to retarget. I choose my animation. Let's say it will be baseball idol. Right click, retarget animations. Um, Before we do this, let me create a folder for this test. Folder target test. Okay, so I right click, I retarget animations, and here I choose we want to retarget from this pink Xbot to YBot. I check this auto retarget, auto generate retargeter, baseball idol, and then I can choose one of the options. I can export retarget assets. Let's just do this. It was retarget test. Yes, so I just need to specify the folder. Retarget test. Yeah. Export. But you don't even need to do this. You can just export animations, and that's all. So let's do this too. Yeah, it goes into retarget tests. Yeah, export. Yeah, just leave it like this. And here we have it. Baseball idol. It was on the X skeleton, this girl one, and now it's on this blue skeleton. It works. He's holding this baseball. Yeah, and we have some files for targeting, and that's all. That's all you need to do for retargeting in Unreal 5.4. And yeah, that's all. Thank you guys. This is the magic button in Unreal, and everything works, and you did a great job. And yeah, that's all. But no. um, it would be good if we had this magic button that does everything for us, that works perfectly, which, when retargeting takes just 1 minute. But no. So if something goes wrong, if you have non-standard characters, then you will need to dive deeper into this topic. And for that, you will need to understand how it works, which files it creates, and what it contains in these files. Other day, I was experimenting with this character, with this bunny, and yeah, I just needed to use this as my main character in the game, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time, creating blueprints and everything and setting up. So I just wanted to put this character instead of Unreal menu. And for some reason, maybe it was my fault, maybe I just, did something wrong with this rig, but that what I got in the Unreal. This hierarchy was so strange and it was skinned to these bones. So, okay, never mind. That's what I got and that's what I needed to work with. And when I asked Unreal to, just uh, retarget animations from money to my bunny, Unreal told me this: no matching skeletal template, just do it yourself. I will not work for you. Just I will not do anything for you. So, uh, if something like this happens for you, or if you know, if you just need to dive deep into retargeting, you need to know how it works, and we will figure it out right now. Let's just save all of this, and let's start. Let me just. Okay. Uh, okay. I will just choose the character we will be working with. Let's work with with this character. I will create a new folder. Yes. Yes, still test knowledge sharing. So I have don't mind all of these files. We will just need skeletal mesh and the skeleton. This is how he looks like. And let's see. So for retargeting, we will need two types of files. We will need ikrig. So I'm just creating a file and choosing ikrig. And let's call it steel knowledge sharing. Okay, it's blank now. And we need to choose steel here. Okay, here he is. Uh-huh. Save. Okay. So this is the file which will tell Unreal what this character consists of. We have hierarchy, but for retargeting, we need Unreal to understand what is this hierarchy, which chain bonds he has, which which bonds transfer animation to. So for that, we have another magical button. It's auto create target chains. Just press it. Wow, magic happened. Unreal created all of this. And this is just an instruction for Unreal, which chains it has and from which bond it starts and from which bond it ends. So for example, we have spine and Unreal knows that, let me just check. Yeah, so he has only 3 spine bonds and Unreal knows that, well, it starts on spine 1 and spine ends on spine 3. Neck 1, and that's for all of these. And let's say that something went wrong. We have some strange names. This button didn't work, so we can do all of this manually. For this, let me just delete this. Okay. To do this manually, I will do it like this. I will choose spine 1, 2, 3, right click, new retarget chain. Yes, so please always check chain name, especially when you are doing fingers. Unreal loves to mess with fingers and just writes some weird stuff here. But with spine, it's okay. Spine 1, spine 3, and goal, no, for now, yeah, just never mind this. Add chain. And yeah, it's here. We have spine 1, spine 3. Yeah. So if something doesn't work for you, if auto, like not auto retargeting, but this magical button retargeting doesn't work for you, and if this also didn't work for you, then you can do this manually. But yeah, you will need to spend some time and do all of this by hand. So you will need to select all of these fingers, all of this spine, arms, legs, and just create a new retarget chain and name and check that start bone is okay and end bone is okay. And if that happens, you can let me find it. Okay. Just go to the content folder or just all folder. Search for IK rig. This is filter. I just added it like this. So right click here, IK rig, and it will filter your files. So all Unreal projects will come with many files, and you can check how it's done in many. And if you are not sure how to name your chain, or which bond should it start, which bond should it end, you can just check many and just copy and do the same in your character. Okay, so this was about chains. This was the first element of IK-rig, and now we are going into these goals. We have here something like solvers. And solvers, it's like program script, just logic, which will do IK-rig for you. It's a lot easier than in Maya, in control rig. It just does everything for you. And in all the rigs that you download from the internet, from Fab, from that comes from Unreal, you see that they are using full body IK, and this is the gold standard. So we will do this full body IK. You have here limb IK. It's when you need IK only for example, for arm or for leg, but just for one for one leg or for one arm. I haven't met any situations, any characters when you need just one limb. So I never use this. Body mover is just the solver that moves the whole your character, just moves your root bone also. Why? Let's say pole solver. It's when you're creating limb IK. So this creates IK only for one limb, and you need pole solver, like pole vector. Also, if you creating full body IK, you don't need pole solver, only if you are creating limb IK. And set transform just creates a control for one specific bone. So for example, you want to move your pelvis. Let me just show it to you really quick. Set transform, yeah, and limb IK, and we will need another limb IK. I will do this really fast just to demonstrate how it works. And we will need to do it like that. Set transform, it says missing goal. Goal is the bone which will be working with this solver. Let's see. So we want for pelvis. We are choosing pelvis from hierarchy. New IK goal, and it creates this thingy for us. Since this character is too big, you can go into details, size multiplier, like 5, 10, and thickness 3. Okay. Yeah. And limb by K. Let's see. We want, let me just show bones. Yeah, it will be faster. Yeah, so we have foot right. Yeah, so I'm choosing limb by K. I'm choosing foot right, new IK goal. Okay, we gave it goal, but it said missing roots. And root, well, let me just explain it this way. So when you are creating full body IK, root is almost always pelvis. When you're creating limb IK, root is the starting bone of your chain. So in that case, it will be thigh. In case of arm, it will be what is not clavicle but upper arm. Yeah, so I need to choose the root, and for that I'm choosing this tight R and set root both on selected solver. Yeah, and we don't see. Yeah, it's also too small, so let's just make it bigger. Right? Yeah, and it's right here. And I do the same for the that was right. Do the same for the left. Okay, so just select foot, new IK goal, and you need to select this limb IK. Let's make it bigger too. And yeah, now we need the root. Root bone. Okay. And now if I move this, it works like this. Yeah. But the disadvantage of this approach, as you can see, it only works with legs and and pelvis, and arms are not working for us, so we can't control them. So this, well, I saw this in Unreal documentation but I've never seen this in the internet, on real assets. So let's just delete everything. Just delete. Oh, one thing before I delete this. Okay, it works. It didn't crash. If I messed with all of this, there is a reset button, and it goes to the initial pose. Just it's something like this. Reset, and that's all. Let's delete all of this. Delete, and let's delete this too. And let's use this measure button, auto create a key. Yay! And everything worked for us. Save. And what it did, as you can see, it created. You can see because it's too small. Let's just adjust this. And here too. And also legs. Okay, it's better now. Yeah, so these are called goals. And you remember the chains that we created. And now when I pressed auto create IK, it put these thingies here. So let's see, left leg from tight L to ball L, and it put their left foot IK, which is this one. Yeah, this one, left foot IK. So it tells that this controller controls this leg. this chain. Yeah, and it created also the other thing, this green something that you can see, and it created it for pelvis, for clavicle, and let's do it like this. Let's raise his leg like this. Arm can go somewhere there. We don't need it for now. Yeah, a little bit this way. Yeah. Let's test it on pelvis. So this green thingy is a setting. So when you're creating IK rig, IK like solver, and when you are adding goals, you can add settings and you can control specific bonds. To do this, you can just choose pelvis. We'll see. So the settings also already exist, so you can only remove them. But if there were no this file, you can right click on this and add settings to the bond, and it will create this for you. And let's see what it did automatically. It put here stiffness, and so I raised his leg. Let's go back here, and if we don't have this, his pelvis raises too. Let's do it like this, like this. Okay. And if I'm adding rotation stiffness, he's not rotating towards the leg. So if we don't want this, we can just put here, like it was originally here. Yeah, and his pelvis is not rotating that much. And we can do the same for position, and we can do limits. Okay. And limits are helpful when we are dealing with elbows and knees. For example, we can lock some axes. Let's see still. So his elbows should not rotate like this, and they don't want them to rotate like this, only this way. So let's just check. So it's axis Y and X. Yeah, and they are just blocking X-axis, Y-axis blocked, and Z-axis is free. So he only can rotate his elbows like this. And you can set all of the settings for each bone that you want. Reset and save. Let's see. Yeah, and that's all about IQ rig. And let's just repeat. So we created IQ rig. We put here our character. Here we created chains. We can do this automatically with this button, auto create retarget chains, or we can, choose, select the bonds and new retarget chain. And then we created IK, auto create IK rig, or manually by adding solver and adding IK goals and adding settings if you want. But there are rigs without these settings. So, and even without IK, so you don't need IK. The only thing you need for this to work is are chains. So you only need chains. IK is only for you if you need to edit your rig. If you want to edit your rig, if you just need the simple and raw retargeting, you don't need that. Okay, and that was all for IK file. Let's let's find where it was. It was here. The second type of file that we need and that we want to create is retargeter. Right click, retargeter. Let's just name it. Let's name it RTG, and I always put here like from which character I want to retarget to which. So I want to retarget from which? From some bot, I guess, to steal. Let's see which bot has more animations. Okay. Okay, let's choose Y bot. Y bot. And by the way, you will need IK rigs for both of your characters, from the source and for the target. And this one, retargeter, you need just one. Let me show it to you. Not here. Okay, not here. Yeah, I only created one because I've created for Ybot before. So I will use this one. Ybot. Yeah, but it's the same. So we have here chain names, we have hierarchy, and we have the solver, full body solver. And let's open, let's open our retargeter. Okay. So here we also have the blank file, and I will put here the source, which is our, which I choose Ybot. Ybot. And we want to retarget to steal. Why do I have two of them? Let's see. There's two. Yeah, so I need this one. Test knowledge sharing. Okay. Yeah. And we have both of our characters here. And let's see. If you want them not to be in one place, you can just asset settings, target mesh offset. Put him somewhere there. And let's see what we can do. And what we have here. So we can switch between source and target, and it switches this, hierarchy and what we can select here. I will stay with the target. I will not touch the source, but you can. And as you can see, his arms are rotated. It's not good. For retargeting, it's important to have the same initial poses. So if this one is in T pose, this one should be 2. And how we needed to do this previously in previous version of Unreal, we needed to find the bone, rotate the bone, and pressing. It's not okay. It's not working. Okay, it's not working. I know why. On YouTube tutorials, I saw that it works without this setting, but for me, for some reason, maybe there is an update. For me, editing pose only works when I create a new pose. So if it works like this for you, before you edit anything, go to Create, Target, Create a new pose, and you can import pose from pose asset, from animation sequence. You can export pose. I don't need this. I just need to create a new pose for it to work. Never mind this. Okay. Thank you, Unreal. It's not what I want. And we have another magical button. Yeah. So previously you would need to do this like this, and just and there is no mirror button, so you will need to do this for the other arm. Okay, it's not the arm. Yeah, a lot of work. Now I can just press auto align align all bonds. Yeah, and now thank you, Unreal. Save. Let's check. Sometimes it doesn't work that good. For example, it looks okay, but when you play animation, it doesn't work that good. And then you find the bond that doesn't work good for you. For example, the most frequent case is with fingers. So I choose fingers. It works the best when you choose them one by one, but you, of course, can choose all of the fingers. Let's just see, finger, pinky, middle. Let's just choose all of them. Not this. Yeah. And you go into auto align. Align selected using mesh. And let's see it did something. Why did it do this? Usually it works better. Let's just auto align again. Let's just do it one by one. Maybe it did something better. Align selected using mesh. It's better. But let's not do this for now. Align bonds. Usually I do this, select all bonds one by one and align selected using mesh when I'm working with animations when the character is holding a gun, a baseball, for example, like in this one. So when the character is holding something and when we need the precision, so when the fingers should be in the same place, when the more clear and the more identical poses are, the better, and just then it worth it to go one by one bonds of the fingers and do this. Okay, but for now, just auto align and that's all. And let's see. So we aligned the poses. And then we have asset browser here, and we can, we can play some animations. Just choose this. And as you can see, he's running. If you don't like how it runs, for example, I see that, well, it's not that visible, but I think that there is a clipping, and there is some clipping too. Okay. What we can do. And yeah, so I disabled the bones here, but there is still some lines and, our IK rig. If you don't like this, we can go into this. We can go into, let's say, oh, it wasn't here. It was here. So asset settings and debug draw. Yeah, it was here. Sometimes it helps. Let's leave it for now. So if we want to adjust the pose, we see what's working wrong. And for me, it's right arm. And I choose right arm here. So you see, I have these goals. It means that I can adjust this. And yeah, it was like this. And when I choose, it changes the window. And I have details of this IK goal. So I can control this IK rig of the right arm. And it just needs experimenting. So just see the settings, test some different numbers, test what works for you. What worked the best for me in IK, if you need blend into source, so it means that this IK, this thingy, will be put in the same place where this IK, this control is for our source character. For this character, I don't think it will work. Just let's see. No, it will definitely not work. So for this character, I will do it like this. I will do with offsets. And as you can see, we have static offset, static local offset. So the only difference is that the first one works in global space, in just world space, and this one is in local space. And we have some rotation. Let's just see. And we need to experiment and see in which axis we need to move this. Not this. Maybe this, maybe no. So this one. Okay, so this, yeah. Just find the place where it's not that bad. And just go through the animation a little bit. Clip. Yeah, just like that. It's better. And if you messed with everything, and if you want to come back to the settings, you can just delete all of your settings from here just by pressing this. I will not do this. Oh, and there is one more button that I didn't mention. It's running retargeter. It just goes to the initial pose. So by pressing this, you can switch between animation and the initial pose. Stop. Okay, let's adjust the second arm. Okay, find the wrong place, and we need left hand. And do the same. No, not this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, let's not touch this. Maybe more. Okay, that's enough. There's still a little bit clipping, but that's okay. It's not that bad now. Let's say that we are happy with this result. Save. And let's say that we need to export the animation right now. We go to the asset browser. We choose this animation. For example, we want jogging. Let me just check. Yes, so we will put it into still test KS and export selected animations. You can do it one by one, so just one animation at a time, or you can do it like in a bulk. You can choose all of the animations and export them, but it will apply these offsets and all of your settings to all of the animations. It doesn't work that good. So it works like that. So you choose the animation, you edit settings, you edit offsets, and then you export this animation. That worked the best for me. But if you don't have time, if you're on a project and you need to edit a lot of assets, then you can, not change any offsets here, or just edit, just choose numbers which are work good for most of the animations and just export many of them. But for now, I will only work for one animation, and I put here settings just for one animation, and I will export only this jogging. Export. And I need to find this folder. What was that? It was still test chaos. Okay. Still test chaos. You can add prefix, suffix, anything. I will not do anything. I will just export it. Yes. And here is our animation. Save it. Okay, and he's running. Let's see. Uh-huh. And also, let's test. Let's see. Maybe it was on another animation. Maybe it was more visible. I'm just looking for it. Okay. Let me just find this where it was visible. Aha, it's not visible because I hide all the bones. Yes, now you can see it. So we have some animation, but we have also this. I hope you can see my print screen and that I'm drawing. You have these, and this is not retargeting. Everything else works, but this is not. And this, let's see what it is. It's IK hand root, IK hand L. So all the IK bonds will not be retargeted for you with this standard setup. To do this, it's also easy in new Unreal. You are just going into post settings. You are adding add new retargeted OP, and you have several options here. Remove course, pin bond, and root motion generator. Root motion, okay, you can generate root motion. Sometimes it will help you, but we will focus on pin bond. Pin bond, okay. The best way and the fastest way to do this, let me find this. Okay. Where did I have it? We just need to find money. Let's find the same filter for IK retargeter. Let's see, money. Okay, we can choose this one. And again, money will be with all of your Unreal projects. So just see what they have here. Let's go into post settings. And they are using here these pin bonds. Why I'm copying it from many? Because you will need to put manually in just strings all of these bonds, all of these names, and just a lot of work. And you can, mess. You can put here 1, 2, 3 or something, and it will not work. So just go here. Right click on this, bonds to pin, copy. Here, paste, and we have everything. And let's see. And we need to turn off maintain offsets. And it works now. And the good thing that you can turn it on and off, just off and on, and just see. And you can create a new pin bond and try to experiment with this if this one doesn't work for you. So just see how it works for you. And yeah, just from where and full transform or only rotation, only scale. I need full transform and I need to check off maintain offset. And it works now. And it will work for all the animation. Yeah, and if for some reason you will need to turn it off, just turn it off. And that's all. Yeah, let's just save it. And let me check my notes. Okay. And that was all for the retargeting file. So we have IK rig. We have IK rig for both of our characters, source and target. We have retargeter. In retargeter, we put source character, target character. We adjusted pose. We created a new pose, and we auto align it. Or if it didn't work, we aligned it ourselves manually. And we exported the animation, and we put here post settings for IK bones. And that's all. And we adjusted, arms or legs. We adjusted offsets for them. Yeah. And that's enough for retargeting. Next, we will see some common mistakes, some common issues with the retargeting. Let me just find this folder. Yeah. Let me see if I can open on the second screen so you can't see. Mhm. Let's pretend that you didn't see it, okay? And I have, let me just comment back. Okay, and I have a screenshot for you. I have a slide for this. Yeah, what to do if we have something that doesn't work? We can restart PC. We can pray. We can try and cast a different spell, or we can adjust poses. So let's see. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, here he is. Maybe on this one. Yeah, maybe on this one it will be visible. Something strange happens with his hands. I will turn off. Yeah, yeah, like this. Of course he's bigger. Of course we can, add some offsets here. Static offset to the left. Maybe not here. Okay, you can experiment with the offsets, but my point was that always press here, run retargeter, and see what he has. He has broken arms. And if you are starting your work with broken arms, it will not work. Always check your poses and always auto-align them, and then it will work better. The second case, yeah, let's baseball. I don't. What is he doing? What happened with him? Okay, you can also retarget poses. So he's standing like this, and what are you doing? What? Um, Running retarget. The pose is correct. So, what else can go wrong is this. You should always check chain mapping. And as you can see now, left arm target, so still, this is still, has source chain right leg. So Unreal treats it like that. So I will take this character, this bot, I will take her right leg, and I will put these animations to his left arm. This is not good. Just okay, it's not work like this. Let me just control Z. Okay, it didn't crash. It's good. Just choose left arm here. Left arm here, and right arm has left middle, so it takes this finger and it brings these animations from her finger to his arm, which will not work good. I didn't fix the second arm, but as you can see, yeah, the left arm works, the right arm doesn't. Yeah, just always check this. I just mess, so yeah, just to keep this example. And the third example. And here I wanted to show you, let me just check. So I need animation hard landing like this. And as you can see, his arms are on the floor, under the floor. And this bot has, well, it's not on the floor, it's somewhere higher, but there is one good setting that you can adjust for that is you can choose arms, and then there is a second extension, and you can do it like this, or you can use static offset, but extensions sometimes work better. Just like that. And of course, you can move this arm, not this axis, not this, somewhere here, some more extension. Yeah. So the third case was about how to, how to edit animations. So if something doesn't work for you, just edit offsets, just edit extensions. Just see what you can do, what you can adjust to make it look better. And let's look at another example, which will be, let me see. We will need bot and many. We will need bot. Okay. Let's duplicate this. Save. And let me just check that we don't have here anything. I will delete these settings and we will see. Let me just check which animation I was testing. I was testing refill animation. Refill. For some reason I can't see it here. Refill. Well, it's here. Okay. Let me turn off bones and turn off bones. Then it was this setting. So all settings draw debug. And we will see that his hands and the hands of the blue mannequin are not in the same place. And for example, if we are talking about rifles, so guns animations, it's better to have them in one place. If we can do this, if it's possible. Let's see what we can do to adjust this. I will press run and retarget to just check the initial pose. And you can see that their fingers, well, they are not that good aligned. So we can bring back this. I am checking that I'm on the target. Let's see if it will work better. I'm choosing target. What is middle? Auto align. Align selected using mesh. A little bit, but sometimes it works a lot better with just little changes. So you change something, you didn't see that it was a huge change, but on the final animation, it works a lot better. So just do this, and it works better when you do this one by one. Using mesh. If I remember it correctly, I already did this on this character, so I will skip this for now. And we will go back to the animation. And let's see what else we can do. And I will turn off the bones. None. Let's see. So we will need left arm. Let's see, left arm. And let me just see. So, and here we should use blend to source. So blend to source takes this control and puts it into the place. So it takes the target control and puts into the place of source control. Let's turn this off. Okay. And let's do the same for the other hand. Yeah, as you can see, it looks a lot better. But let's see what else we can do. We can, let me check, FK. If we can choose translation mode of the FK to absolute, sometimes it works better. It's subtle change, but let's just put it here. So, and if you're not sure what any of these settings does, you can just hold your mouse on this and read. And absolute is just copies this one by one. So it just copies translation from the source to the target. And let me check. Interpolated. Yeah, you can do this one by one, for example. So rotation mode, if it's interpolated, it means that it will, again, you can read this, but Unreal will analyze your characters and will see that, okay, source character has this scale, has this length of the bones, has this rotation of the bones, and the target character has this rotation, this length, this size, this scale, and it will adjust animation, in this case rotation, based on your character sizes and proportions and everything. If you are choosing one-to-one, Unreal will just copy parameters. So, for example, if your source character rotates his elbow by 30 degrees, it will just copy this 30 degrees and put this to the elbow of your target character. Just see what works better for you. Here I don't see any difference, so let's leave interpolated. Absolute here. Let's see, blend to source. Yeah, I think blend to source worked the best for us. And yeah, I think this is the best results that we can have. So blend to source to one, and experiment with rotation mode of the FK and translation mode of the FK. And I think I had, let me just check it. I think I had something here. Yeah, I had some offset. Let's see how it worked. Refill. It's here. And it was for left. Okay. Let's see. Let's say it was 12 frame and 12 here. So without offset and with offset. So with offset, it worked a little bit better. So you can add a little bit of offset on the top of this. Yes, it was the retargeting for animations with the weapons. And also there is one settings. Let me show it. In global settings, let me check. Yeah, in global settings, you have stride warping. It works strangely, but maybe sometime you will need this. It's turned off by default, but if you turn it on, you can do this. So I changed the width of your legs and arms, and if, for example, you don't want the arms to be affected and the legs to be affected, you can change it. It was somewhere. Let me find it. It's whitebot. Oh no, we are retargeting it to many, so it's in many. Uh-huh. Okay, maybe not here. Okay, I will need to find this. So somewhere here there was a setting that you can just tell Unreal that okay, don't do this strange setting to, for example, arms. Only do this for legs, and you can just disable this warping for just one limb or for two limbs, and just left other limbs to be affected by this. Okay. Um, that's not all. Let me show you another feature. So let's say that we have a blueprint. Uh, we have our whiteboard, and it has blueprint, anim graph. So what I did here, I put his head. Yeah, so he has a flying head, some transform on this, and he has some state machine, idle, some layer blend per bone, so one animation. Not even animation, it's just pose. Just pose is applied to one part of his body, and the other animation is applied, this baseball idol is applied to the other part of his body, and he's doing something like this. He's idling a little bit. And let's say that we want to transfer this to still to our robot character. And to do this, we will need to, to transfer this animation, create a new blueprint, and do all of this manually, and it will take us a lot of time. But if we right click on this, we have this magic button, retarget animation. And if we hold our cursor here, we will see that duplicate and retarget animation assets to a different skeleton. Works on sequences, blend spaces, pose assets, montages, and animation blueprints. And that's the magic of Unreal. So we can retarget animation blueprint. So I just choose my blueprint, retarget animations. Okay, I went from whiteboard to still. It can create everything for us, even animation retargeter. Let's say that we don't want this. So we can let Unreal to create a new retargeter, or we can use our retargeter. Let's say still. And we need to find where it was. Whiteboard is whiteboard. Yeah, so whiteboard to still. Whiteboard to still. So Unreal, please use this retargeter. And as you can see, even here, we can retarget animations and we can retarget blueprints. And let me just find this blueprint. So it was Xbot and in blueprint. And we are, okay, I see. It's Ybot, but we have Xbot. Okay, because for this example, I already retargeted this. Never mind. I will just use this. So export any blueprint. It's uses Ybot anyway. Ybot to still using our retargeter file, and yeah, just use this blueprint and export animations. Okay, I haven't prepared a folder for this. Folder still retarget. Okay, where was this? Here it is. Export will retarget. Okay. Export. Yes. And close this. And here we are. Let's just save this. So Unreal did everything for us. It created blueprint, and it found that in this blueprint, two animations were used, and it retargeted both these animations too. And let's see. The only thing you should be aware of is that if you have transforms like this, that accesses might be different from, might differ from your original character. So, for example, for this character, the head was flying, and for this, it's like inside the body. So you will need to change some of the accesses. And we have state machine here, idle, do animations, layer, blend per bone, the same bone, the same amount. So everything is the same, but on this character. Wonderful, wonderful Unreal. So that worked for us. Just save everything. Yeah. So we can retarget not only animations, but poses, montages, and blueprints. And let's see. Okay. That was retargeting for files and saving everything to files. But also, we can retarget in real time. And if you are worried that it will cost more for your computer, for your system, yes, it will. But I saw this solution on real project, on our project, and they were using retargeter in real time. So I guess it's okay. It depends on your needs on your project, but even on real projects, you can use retargeting in real time. And it's the same that I did with, with let me find this. No. Yeah, with this. So I wanted to put my character inside of many character and not do anything with the, with all of this, just to fast retarget my character. So how to do that? Let's see. So for that, we will need, yes, our still, this, let me just find where we have our still character. So for that, we will need rig. We already did this. We will need retargeting file. So from what character we want to retarget. And let me just find. So in game, we have not Ybot, but we have many. So I created here a retargeter from many, the same thing. So you just create, this retargeter, and you just choose here many, and I choose many simple, and the same. Just press the buttons, run in retargeter, and oh yeah, that's all. That's all you need to do. So it was for rig. Here you just specify the characters that you are working with. So we are retargeting from many to AK still. That's all. Then we will need an blueprint for our character. Again, here, an blueprint. It already I've already created such a blueprint. Let me just show it to you because there's not much work. And the only thing we put here is in animation graph, we put this node, retarget pose from mesh. That's all we need. And inside of the settings, we put this file, this where we have many, and when where we are retargeting from many to our character, our still character. So we are specifying this file, and that's the only thing that we are changing here. So only this. And let me check it. Yeah, that's all for blueprint, and then we go into third person. We have this still for now. This, let me just delete it for you. Delete. We have nothing here for now. So how to do this? How to set it up in this stage? This was the blueprint, like blueprint third person character, where you will have many mannequin, Unreal mannequin. We are choosing this mesh. Whiteboard is just from my other experiment. Okay, never mind. And here we are adding mesh, adding skeletal mesh. Skeletal mesh. Still, let me just check. Yeah, it went to the wrong place, so it should be here. Oh, not still, skeletal mesh. Let's name it steel. Okay, so we should choose steel here. Steel here. Use animation blueprint. Yes. How was it called? Let me just check. So it was called the steel skeleton anim blueprint. I can just select this and put it here like this, and it's retargeting. It's retargeting this animation. And one more thing, if you would do this from scratch, you will not have this whiteboard, and you will have, let me just check, in mesh, in character mesh, you will have this Unreal mannequin, and you need to just visibility, it will be visible. Here she is. Just search for visibility on this and turn it off. And the same place here, put these settings. So always tick pause and refresh pawns and compile and save. So it will, if your Unreal character is not visible, and the settings that you have by default is always tick pause, I guess. So in that case, it treats it like this. So character is not visible. Why would I tick for that? I will not do any logic. I will not do anything for this. And if you are saying that always tick pause and refresh bonds, it will update animation all the time. We compile, we save, and we can play our still character. Okay, and we have all the animations from many on our character. And we did only this for him in animation blueprint, and we just told the usual blueprint to to take those settings and to put this on still character. And the last time will be about motion matching, how to use retargeting to put your character in motion matching project. So we will need to create, let me just check. Okay, so I have two bots. I will not upload still character here because it's too heavy. It has a lot of textures, a lot of parts, and it will just load a lot longer. So I'm using these two bots here. This, and I have Xbot. Okay, so let's do it with Ybot. So what we will need? We will need IK rig and IK retargeter for this. The same that we did. Just create the file, put here auto create retarget, auto create IK. Then create the retargeter file. And here you need to choose IK UEFN mannequin and retarget from this. Again, the same, just check that the poses are similar. Here we have a pose, okay. And then we go to our blueprints. All content blueprints retargeted characters, and as you can see, all the characters are being retargeting. So this project works on the retargeting, and all of these characters have blueprint classes which use retargeting. And now we need to duplicate some of these blueprints. Let's choose this one. This is many. Just duplicate this. And let's not many, but whitebot. Whitebot. We will go inside of this blueprint. We will go into the mesh. Let's see, it's this one. We will change it to whitebot. Whitebot. And we will change the blueprint. Oh no. Blueprint. We should use the same. Don't change this. Not blueprint, but we should put the tag here. Let me just find this. So we need this, the name of our retargeted file. Rename, copy. Okay. And here we should search for tag. And as you can see, here's the tag. And we should change it to what I copied, the name of our retargeter file. And save it. And it doesn't work for now. It doesn't work because we didn't specify it here. So we need to go into the blueprint of animation blueprint of all of these characters. And here, don't be afraid of all of this. You just need one variable here. And we need to add our character here. So let's create a new variable here. Bot. So we are working with whitebot. And let's put the name here. And compile. And see. Okay, so we didn't change somewhere. Let's just check. Let's just reopen this. Okay, it's updated here, but not here. So let's just reopen. Let's save this. Let's close this. And let's open this. And now we have our whitebot. So we only changed. Here we have money, but we can rename it whitebot. So we changed our skeletal mesh here, and we changed the tag here to our name of our retargeter file. And we added this information about our retargeter to this variable. So here, this name is important because you will put this into the tag here. And here we specified our whitebot retargeter. And the only thing that we need to do for it to work is to find the widgets. Let me just find it for you. So we go into all content widgets, game animation widget. We just choose the last one here. Control C, Control V. It's duplicated, it's pasted here. And here we are just using our blueprint. Let's see. It was this one, so we need to use this. Let me just find where it is. So I select this and I put it here to the game widget. Put it here, compile, save. And now if I run this level, okay, it's thinking, okay, it's done. If we go here to this button, we now have our whitebot. And if we choose this, we have our whitebot, and I also prepared this and another bot. And you can play with them. And this level works with your character. And everything works for you. And you can play this level with your character, and everything is retargeted. Um, yeah, and just save everything.